Hello, friends, and welcome to Light on Granite with Diana. Please take a comfortable seat on your mat. Elongate your spine. I want you to take a nice deep inhale and let it go. Take a couple more deep breaths. Our class today should be gentle and soothing. All right. Please pull your right ear towards your right shoulder. And now we're going to switch sides. So we're going to take our left hand and pull our head towards our left shoulder. And gently release. Now interlock your hands, place them behind your head. Push your head into your hands and your hands into your head. And now we're going to bring our chin towards our chest and pull our elbows in towards each other, really opening up and stretching out the back of the neck. And then back to neutral spine. Let's move those hands to our forehead now, pushing our head into our hands and our hands into our forehead. And now take your hands and fold them into a fist, put them underneath your chin, and raise your chin up towards the sky using your fist. Beautiful. Gently release. Let's move into some nice smooth shoulder rolls. And switch the other direction. Excellent. Release. Now we're going to move into some seated body rolls, so move in a way that feels good to you. And switch sides. And release. Now I'd like you to bend your knees, plant your feet in front of you. We're going to hold on to the backs of our thighs, and we're going to do a seated cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, lift our head up, arch our back, and exhale, bring our head down, round the spine. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round the spine. And gently release. Let's put our feet together in front of us into butterfly pose. And then we're going to inhale, hinge from the hips, and roll forward. And exhale, come back up. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, roll forward, and this time we're going to stay in our forward fold and our butterfly. And just let those hips open and breathe. Beautiful. Gently roll back up to seated. Let's place our hands behind our back, fingertips pointing forward. And we're going to go ahead and pull our knees together and bring them down like we're flapping our wings. Let's do that 3 times. So 2 more times. Up and down, up and down. And then we're going to bring our knees together and we're going to let them fall to the right and fall to the left. We're windshield wipering our legs, loosening up our hips some more. To the right to the left, to the right, to the left. Excellent. We're going to extend our right leg out in front of us, bend our left. We're going to come into a single-legged forward fold. So inhale, arms up. We're going to hinge from the hips, and we're going to roll forward, and then come back up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, forward. This time, go ahead and hold on to your leg wherever that's comfortable for you today, and enjoy the pose and breathe. Excellent. Come back up. And now we're going to move that right leg out to the side. And we're going to come into a side stretch. And just like we did before, we're doing things in counts of threes today. So we're going to extend our right arm, let it drape on top of our right leg. We're going to inhale our left arm overhead and reach that left hand towards our toes. And then we're going to come back up to neutral spine. We're going to move with our breath. Inhale, reach for the toes. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, reach for the toes. And this time we're going to stay in the pose and breathe. Expand that side body. And come back up. And now we're going to switch sides. So fold your right leg in, extend that left leg out. Directly in front of you. And inhale, arms up, hinge from the hips, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold, and we're going to stay in the pose and breathe. Wonderful. Come back up. Now we're going to move that left leg out to the side, coming into our side stretch. So when you're ready, inhale, right arm overhead, reaching those right fingertips towards your left foot. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, reach. We're going to stay in the pose this time. Breathe into that side body. Beautiful. Come back up. Now let's go ahead and come into a child's pose, but plug your toes. So we'll stretch out our shoulders on our back and stretch out the muscles in our feet all at the same time. Beautiful. Now come into table pose. From here, we're going to move into thread the needle. So let's inhale, right arm up, gaze up, and then we're going to curl that arm underneath our body, bringing that right shoulder down to the mat, sliding the left arm forward, and breathe. As you're breathing, imagine any tension that you have in your body just melting away. And come back up to table. We're going to switch sides. So inhale, left arm up, look up. And then curl that arm under, bring that left shoulder down to the mat. Slide the right arm forward. And surrender into the pose, into the mat. And inhale, come back up to table. And now we are going to come into puppy pose. So we're going to bend those knees, slide our arms forward, and raise our sit bones towards the sky, letting our chest collapse towards the mat. It might not touch the mat, and that's okay. You're still feeling the full benefits of the stretch. Now, while we're in puppy pose, I want you to clasp your hands and then go ahead and bend your elbows and pull your hands towards your head. It's just going to open up some other spots in our shoulder and our upper back. And breathe. Excellent. Gently release. And now, friends, let's go ahead and push up into downward dog. And we're going to hold dog for the count of 3 breaths. Feel free to pedal your feet and loosen up your calves if that feels good to you. Beautiful. Now we're going to come into rolling planks. So I want you to dramatically roll your body forward from downward dog, coming into plank position, and then dramatically roll it back, coming back into downward dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Roll forward into plank, and roll back into downward dog. Roll forward into plank, roll back into downward dog. Excellent. Go ahead, release your knees, come into table pose, and then push back into child's pose. And release. Take a moment, come onto your back. And now, friends, we're going to do legs up the wall pose. So if you are in a space where you actually have a wall, go ahead and get close to the wall and use the wall as a prop for your legs. If you don't have a wall, like I don't today, that's quite all right. Just inhale your legs up overhead. Try to make them as straight as possible. It's okay if you have a bend in your knees. And we're just going to hold our legs up here. This is really excellent for our circulation, gets blood flowing, brings more blood to the head, helps us release tension in the head. And just try to breathe and relax. You might be feeling some tingling in your feet. That's perfectly normal. We're going to stay for a few more breaths here. Beautiful. Go ahead, bend those knees in. Give them a hug and gently rock side to side. And then we're going to go ahead and stretch out into our Shavasana. And now, friends, we're going to move into our pranayama, our breathing exercise. So we're going to do a couple of full body breaths here. So while we're lying in Shavasana, I want you to inhale, fill your belly, fill your ribs, fill your lungs completely with air till you can't take any more in. Pause. And then gently exhale, releasing the air from your lungs, from your ribs, from your stomach, pulling your navel towards your spine. And again, inhale, fill that belly, expand those ribs, fill those lungs till you can't take any more air in. And exhale, releasing from the lungs, ribs, belly. One more time, fill that belly, ribs, lungs, and exhale, lungs, ribs, belly. Beautiful. Return to normal breathing. And then, friends, while you're lying here, I want you to imagine smoothing out your forehead, that your eyes are warm and heavy. Release any tension you're holding in your face. Release any tension you're holding in the crown of your head or in the back of your head. Release any tension you're holding in your neck. Now I want you to take your 2 pointer fingers on both of your hands, put them in the center of your eyebrows, and gently rub across your eyebrows out towards your temples. We're going to do this 2 more times. Come in towards the center of your forehead and then rub your eyebrows out towards your temples. And 1 more time. And now I want you to use your pointer fingers and gently massage your temples. Now take your pointer fingers to either side of the bridge of your nose and gently rub them on the top of your cheekbones, sweeping up towards your temples. We're going to do that 2 more times. Bridge of the nose, out towards the temples. Bridge of the nose, out towards the temples. And now I want you to use the palms of your hands and to start at your temples, applying light pressure and rubbing your hands down your jaw towards your chin. Let your jaw release as you're gently stroking the sides of your face. We're going to do this 2 more times. And release. And just relax. Notice any sensations you're feeling. And then take a deep breath in, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, rock your head side to side, then roll onto either side into a fetal position. And then when you're ready, roll up into a comfortable seated position. Beautiful. Let's inhale, arms up, gaze up, hands together in front of our heart. Thank yourselves for taking a short break to do something really good for your body. I'm hoping that if you had any tension in your head or in your neck today, that you have dissolved it. And I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope to see you again. Namaste.